to my channel, or if you're just joining me, welcome. My name's Eve. For today's video, we will be testing Fenty products, but I just wanted to mention, I do apologise for the crazy intro and my crazy brows, but once the makeup is done, they won't look that bad. They just look a little crazy. So we'll be testing the Fenty product. I have a few products here that I'm excited to try, and one of them is actually the powder foundation that I am buzzing and I'm excited to try. But before we get into the video, please make sure subscribe to my channel, click on those bell notifications down there below so you get notified every single time I post, which is on Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. But no further ado, let's jump into the video and let's test the Fenty products. So first thing we're going to be testing is an eyeshadow palette. I already have a primer on to my eyelids and I used the P. Louise 0.5 base for my eyelids. So this is the Fenty palette we're going to be testing, and this is Halo Days, and this is what it looks like inside. I have already swatched it because I wanted to see what it looks like, but I've not tried it on to my eyes, but I have swatched it because I wanted to see what the shimmers are like. So you've got 3 matte shades and then 3 shimmer shades. So we're gonna go and put this palette to the test. I already have a base onto my eyelids, so we can jump in and apply these shadows. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and we're going to go and use all the 3 matte shades. So we're going to go and start with the middle one, which is this one here. So we're going to go in with that middle shade, which is Honey Splash. So what I like is they do have names on the back and they're also color coordinated, so you know what shade is what and it's got a name onto the shades. So what I'm going to do is take my mirror, this one here, and I'm gonna use this to apply the shadows because I just find it so much easier. Get the Honey Splash and we're going to apply this and kind of just tap it on first and then we're gonna blend it out. So we're just gonna tap that shade on. It's a very light shade, so we're just going to tap 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 tap. Then we're going to take a flatter brush and go in with that shade Concrete Lavender and blend that Honey Splash shade out. So I'm just going to take a little bit and we're just going to blend the edge of the Honey Splash. I don't know if it's going to go, but let's just hope it does. They're very light and they're not as pigmented I would like them to be. They're very light shades and I'm packing the shade on. It is blending on, it's just very light. It's a very, very light shade. You can't really see it on to my eye as such because it's such a light shade. The shade looks very pastel-y, so I'm going to go back in with that Honey Splash and blend that in and see if I can somehow make an eye look with this palette. I don't really like it. I'm really not liking this palette at all. It's just not doing nothing for me, and I would rather give you an honest opinion than lie to you guys, but I really don't like this palette. I'm very disappointed because I did want to like Fenty products. I have tried the Fenty lipstick and I absolutely love it, but this palette, I really don't like it. And I'm trying to blend these shades. Yes, they are blending fine, but they're very light. They just kind of just doesn't want to give me the pigment, and I'm trying to add the shade more. I'm trying to put it on my eyelids more. It's just not giving me a color. I don't really like it. And I'm really disappointed because there's better palettes out there. This palette is just not working at all. Very disappointed. I'm going to take another brush and go in with that shade darker one, which is Brownie Babe, and make the outer corner and the crease darker. And now all the shadows have actually went together and now they just look like a muddy colour, and it's not flattering. It does not look nice. It's just, I don't know. I really want to take this off and use a different palette, but I can't because I am trying to test this palette. But in my own opinion, I wouldn't buy this palette again, and I don't know if I'm actually going to go and try any Fenty eyeshadows because this has failed for me big time. I'm going to swatch the shimmers and then we're going to apply one shimmer onto this eye look because this is as good as it's going to get. I'm trying to blend it out. It's blending out, but it's now just going into mucky, muddy colour and I don't want to blend it anymore and make it worse than it already is. So we're going to swatch the shimmers. So we got 3 shimmers in this palette. The first one we got is Violet Vibes, which is a light lilac-y shade. Then we got Royal Days, which is very light, but it's like a gold, but it's very, very light compared to the purple one. And then the last one we got is Blood Moon, which is that one there. I don't think I'm going to go for Blood Moon because, I don't know. I think I'm going to go for that Royal Dazzle. Not Days, my apologies. Royal Dazzle. We're going to use that shade. I'm going to clean my hand first. So we're going to go in with that Royal Dazzle. I'm going to get a brush first. So I got a brush here and I'm just going to go in with that Royal Dazzle and apply that onto my eye. But I don't really think, nope, that's not going to work. So the brush not working. We're going to use a finger and see if I can apply this without making a mess. So there's one positive, there's no fallout of the shimmers. It is going on fine, there's no fallout, so which is a positive. I just could not justify spending that price on this palette just for that shimmer. The shimmer is okay, but nothing, like, it's okay. It's just the matte shades are not working at all and I've tried and they're just going mucky colour and this is as good as it's gonna get for an eye look from this palette. Now that the shimmer is on, I'm gonna go back in with the Brownie Babe shade, I think it's called, Brownie Babe, and blend that outer part where the shimmer is just a little so it's kind of blended a little seamlessly. Just to tap that Brownie Babe just on the outside of that shimmer just so it's nice and blended in and there's no sharp edge. And then I'm going to go in with that fluffy brush, take that honey splash and just blend that a little. So this is the eye look that I managed to create with this palette. Do I like it? No, nothing at all. The shimmer is nice, yes, but I just could not justify spending the price on this palette to create an eye look like this. I can get a better palettes out there that are less money, more shadows, and does better work. Unfortunately, this is not for me. So I already have a primer on and I use the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I absolutely love this. I've been using it since I got it and I use it all the time. So we're going to go and test the powder foundation from Fenty, and it's a powder foundation. I think this will be too light for my skin. I went and done a questionnaire online on the Fenty website and this is the one that they recommended and said it would be perfect for my skin. I'm not gonna lie, it looks light, but we're just gonna have to go and give a shot. So we're gonna use the sponge applicator that it comes with and then we're gonna use a powder brush just to go over to make sure it's nice and set. I already have a primer on, so let's apply this foundation. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit on this sponge applicator and just kind of put it onto my face. The foundation is soft matte powder foundation and doesn't really say anything else. Actually, I take my words back. It is actually matching my skin colour. And you can tell it is a foundation because look at the difference. Powder foundation, no foundation. It is mattifying my face because it is a powder. So once I'm using the setting spray, hopefully it won't be as mattified. But we're just gonna apply this and see if it covers all the redness I have. Because powder foundation just doesn't sound like it would do a lot. But so far, it's doing a pretty good job. I'm gonna put the foundation down and use the mirror just so I can see that I'm applying everywhere and not missing any parts of my face. So I am an oily girl skin and I have dry patch here and I'm trying to kind of blend that powder in and it's leaving a very weird residue onto my face. Like I'm trying, hopefully with the brush it kind of goes away. But I don't know. I'm an oily girl, but it's clinging and it's making my skin actually dry. And my skin's not dry. I have an oily skin. This is just clinging to my nose. That is oily. Foundation never lasts on my nose. And around here and around my cheek. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but look at that. And around here and around here. Very weird onto my skin. And I have used this primer with the foundations that I've used before. Maybe the primer I need to try a different primer. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and take a little bit of that powder, just a little, and just go all over my face and see if I can kind of blend it and fluff it out so it's not as patchy on those areas. The brush helped a little, but it's still not looking 100%. It's stuck into my pores, it's stuck around here on my nose, and I really don't like it. Would I use it as a foundation? No, I would probably use it maybe as a powder, because the price I paid for it, I just cannot put myself to bin it and not use it. So I'll have to try and see if I can use it in a different way, maybe put a foundation and use it as a powder to kind of set it into places and to cover a little extra. But to apply just on the primer, no. I really don't know why. I just don't like any of the products so far. I don't like the eyeshadow and I don't like the powder foundation. So we only got 3 products left to try from the Fenty, and it is the highlighter, the lipstick and the setting spray. So I'm gonna go and quickly finish the rest of my base and I'll come back and then we can test the rest of the 3 products and then we can see what we think of all of the Fenty products. So yeah, I'm gonna go quickly do the rest of my base and I'll see you back in a minute. So I finished my eyes. I've applied mascara and I've applied magnetic lashes, and I've also got a bronzer, a blush on. So now we can go and test the last 3 products. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is set the face with the Fenty Beauty Baby What It Do Travel Size Makeup Profession Spray. As you can see, I have been using this a lot and I absolutely love it. So I know for a fact this is incredible. It smells amazing and it just gives me that dewy makeup, and I absolutely love this setting spray. So I'm just going to go and set my face before we apply the highlighter. Smells amazing. The mist, it's so light and it doesn't feel like you're spraying so much onto your face. And look at that glow already it's given me. It just dews up the foundation and I absolutely love that. So now we got is the highlighter, and I'm looking on my desk where it is. So now we got is the highlighter, and this is the 24 Fairy Bomb highlighter, and I'm just gonna use this. I've already opened it to swatch it to see what it's like. I just don't have the power just to leave it and wait. I wanted to swatch it, I wanted to try it. So we're gonna take a small brush, if I can find it. So I'm gonna take a small brush and I'm gonna take a little bit because it's already fallen in onto the lid. It's got the peel back, but I peeled it and it didn't stick back on, and now I have loads of powder everywhere. So I'm gonna take this highlighter and I'm just gonna put it on to the inner corners first, on both of my eyes, just to make my eyes pop. So I'm going to take the brush and put it onto my brow bone. Other side. See what I'm going to do, because my face dried up quickly. I'm taking the setting spray on both sides, spray it before we apply the highlighter, and it's just going to make it pop even more. So I'm going to take that brush, a fluffy brush like this, and we're going to apply to my cheekbones, and it's giving me a glow. And then on my nose, bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow. Just give myself a highlighting mustache. A gold highlighting mustache. So the highlighter is nice. It's got a gold, like it's very goldy. Like the highlighter is nice, but it's very gold. If you can see what it looks like, it's just got gold. So it would be amazing if you got a bronze skin, or if you were on a holiday and just put in a little bit of that, and it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't say there's a lot of fallout, just a little bit, but it's very, like, you can tell it's very glittery because it's got like dots of glitter. It's not blending into skin seamlessly as I normally like my highlighters to be. So the highlighter is nice. It's very gold. It will be amazing for summer if I will be able to get a tan. So this, I absolutely love it. Or if you put it on your collarbone and your shoulders on the summertime when you put like a body lotion, put that on your shoulders and it's going to give you that nice glow. So the last thing we got from Fenty to test is the lipstick, and the lipstick I have is this one here, and this is Stunna Lip Paint Long Wear Fluid Lip Colour Lipstick and Button, and it says 1 stroke intensity, 12 hours matte wear. So it's a matte lipstick. I might put a gloss on top because I don't really like my lips to be very mattified. I prefer having a gloss or like a glossy lip so it's not drying out. And it says here shake before use. So we're going to shake the bottle and then we're going to take this and apply. So I'm going to not talk when I apply the lipstick because otherwise it's just going to be a disaster. So bear with me. Now that the lipstick is on, I'm not really 100% sure if I like the shade. Maybe if I had a darker lip liner and then put this in the middle, maybe then it would look fine. It's just, it's very light. So now that my lips are pretty much dried, I'm just going to go and apply a gloss on top of the lips, and I'll be using the Be Perfect Double Glazed Lip Gloss in Baby Girl shade. It's just to give a little bit of a glossy lip because I don't like matte lipsticks. Now that I applied that coloured gloss on top of the lip stick from Fenty, I actually prefer the shade a lot better now because it's got a little bit tinge of like a pinky nude. So these two together don't look too bad. I like it. So these are the full results of testing the Fenty products. For me, most of them actually are going to be a miss. I'm not going to lie, I did not like the eyeshadow palette, even though I've got lashes on, it doesn't look as bad, but I just wouldn't reach for it again. And like I said, you can get better eyeshadow palettes out there a lot cheaper and you get more shades and they work so much better. The highlighter is really nice. It is glittery, but I will be definitely using it because I absolutely love the shade, especially in summertime. I absolutely love it. The foundation powder, it's not for me. It's still leaving marks around my face. It's just not, I just don't like it. I just don't like the powder foundation. It is not for me. I will probably use a foundation and apply this on top as a powder. I wouldn't use it as a foundation, but the powder foundation unfortunately is just not for me. The lipstick is nice, just not my shade, and I really don't do matte lipsticks, but it is nice with a top of gloss and it doesn't look as bad. I will be using the lipstick, but I won't be buying any more of their lipsticks. I have 2 of these. I have this one and then I have a red shade. I'm not going to buy any more because I just don't know. It's okay, but it's just not 100% for me. So to be fair, at the moment I would not buy any Fenty products. Only thing I would probably repurchase will be the setting spray because it is running low and I absolutely love it. It's giving me dewy makeup. But the rest of them, it's just not for me. I really didn't like the Fenty products and it's just not for me. I know everybody's skin is different and some people out there absolutely love Fenty products, but for me, the price you pay for, I don't think it's worth it. That's just my own opinion. I don't think they're worth the price that they are. And yeah, that is my feedback onto the products. And let me know down in the comments, guys. Have you tried any Fenty products? What is your favourite product, and is there any Fenty product you did not like? Because I would love to know what you think of the Fenty products, because everybody is different and some products might work for you wonders and some products might not. So I would love to know your feedback and if you have tried any of the Fenty products. But before you leave, guys, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, click on those bell notifications down here below so you get notified every single time I post, which is on Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. and also put thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. But yeah, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye. Mwah.